Well, hello, this is Rosa, rcgkreations. How you doing? We're bringing to you a quickie little dinner meal. Casserole dish, spray it down, something so it doesn't stick. I got 4 pieces of tilapia fish. I'm going to add my own seasonings. This is something I just made up. Nothing. There's nothing to it. I just made it up. Because I'm not going to move the food once it's in the oven. It's just going to bake in the oven. I'm putting my seasonings down on the bottom. So that was my homemade onion salt. Ooh. Now I've got onion powder. This one's not homemade, store-bought. But it works, and I make my own, but if you don't have to, you don't have to. Oh, I don't know why I was closing that. I'm going to do it again. Next thing is some Cajun. Okay, yeah. I want to make sure I had the little holes in it so I don't get a whole lot of this. Hubby and I like a little kick, a little spice. Rinse my hands off. Now let's add some Kinders from Landry. No, it's not. This one's not Landry's. This is Kinder's. We're gonna do. This one is Buttery Steakhouse. We're out of a lot. We need to make a run and make a trip to Sam's. But that's gonna have to wait till another payday. I don't want to do too much of this because a lot of these pre-made spices have a lot of salt in it. Now we're going to add some of my processed potatoes. And I'm using my big chunks. And I do the watermouth. Whatever I have available is what I use. I'm not worried about it. Because they're all pints. They all go in the canner at the same time. So there's no extra work for me. And did you hear that psst and that pop? That's a good seal. I canned this potatoes November 2020. Now we're not going to use the water. I'm just going to put my hand over the sink. You know what, I'm going to do this because there's the starch in the potatoes. I'm going to do a quick little rinse. To get any excess starch out of there. Okay, same thing with this other jar. First I'm going to drain it. Then I'm going to rinse it out. Get most all that starch out of there. Okay, that one's done. Now we're going to lay our fish. This is just fish fillets is what they call it. I think they call it fish fillets. Pretty sure that's what they do it. They call it what they call it. Got a little tube. I don't need a great big dish, casserole dish. So I'm just going to overlap one of them, which is not going to hurt anything. Hold on, let me rinse my hands. Now, we're going to do a little bit more seasonings. Let me get a little spoon. My hands are still a little wet. And remember, I want something done yesterday. So I'm just going to sprinkle about that much. See that? On the top layer. This one is my onion powder. That was the onion powder. Now this was my onion salt, because we need a little bit of salt, but we don't want too much. Because I did it liberally on the bottom, I'm going to go ever so lightly on the top. the top layer. Now we're going to do a little bit of our Cajun. And I want that because hubby and I love some spice. Not too much. He likes a lot more than me. And then, did I add this one? No, I haven't done this one. My buttery steakhouse. I know this is fish, but it's good. It has a good flavor to it, and that's gonna like it. But I don't want to do too much because of the salt. Next, we're going to put our potatoes on. And because these were pressure canned, they're already cooked. So basically all I'm doing is heating up. Remember, if you're using a glass jar for canning, be very careful when you're using, oh, my oven's ready, a metal utensil so you don't scratch the inside of the jar. And I saw that I did leave a little piece of potato. That's a little bite. Don't want to waste no food. Next thing, whatever vegetable you want, I'm using what we have. We're going to be using some frozen broccoli. And because it's frozen, as it heats up in the oven, a little bit of moisture is going to go in there, which is going to add a little moisture to the dish. And I'm not worried about the seasoning because it's going to be all in it. Because once it warms down, it's going to fall. And it's all going to fall down. But if you can break it, whatever vegetable you want to use, you can do raw. You can do fresh. Fresh will take you a little bit longer to cook. But because this is fish, and fish takes hardly no time at all to cook, this will be ready by 7 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes, check it, and see if we're done. Okay. Let me get my foil. Cover this up. Don't need a spoon anymore. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Pop it to the oven. Catch you back in about 7 to 8 minutes. And then we're going to do a taste test and we're done. We'll bring you back. Okay, we're back. Timer. We ended up having to do, I got to rearrange. I was looking at my notes. The temperature of the oven should be 375 and it's for 15 minutes, so we had to adjust everything. So, timer went off. Let's see how we did. Okay. Let me get my favorite spatula. Oh, I know this is going to be hot. Be careful because there's going to be hot steam coming out. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Let's poke it to make sure everything's cooked. I know the potatoes are cooked because they were processed in the pressure canner. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's see, is that done? Still a little cold because these were frozen broccoli. I'm going to cook it a little bit longer. Let's put the cover back on. You know what? I'm going to cook this with no cover. I'm going to be a little wild. All it is make it a little crusty on top, that's all. I'm going to set my timer for another 7 minutes and we'll see how long it's actually going to take to make this. Remember, I'm making this up from scratch. I have no idea what I'm doing. We'll bring it back. Okay, we are back. It did take an additional 20 minutes to bake the fish because I like my fish cooked. I don't know about you, but I like it cooked. And let me show you. I know the potatoes and the broccoli are totally done. But let me... See that? See how the flakiness of the fish is? Yum, yum, yum. Oops, sorry, I was out of frame. There it is. See? So we're good to go. So, let me pour hubby a plate. Me a plate. I just literally got it out of the oven, so it's very hot. And I'm okay that it's coming out in pieces. We're good. Ah! I dropped the potato. Thank goodness I had a clean counter. And the vegetables that were on the top got a little on the toasty side, which I like. So I'm going to get all that. See how the end of that broccoli is a little on the toasty side? See that? So if you don't like the toasty part, then put your cover back on it. Okay, that's enough veggies. Let me give hubby some more veggies. Ah, I dropped another potato. This is very hot, but it's not me because I'm holding the spatula. Okay, my fish. My fish. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Let me see. Hubby probably wants a little bit more veggies. Let's give him some more broccoli. And because of the flavors and all that, I don't really think you need to add anything else. But of course, once you taste it, you decide if you need something more or not. Okay, so let's do a quick little taste test. We'll get a small piece. Fish, potato, and broccoli. But let's see what the flavors taste like. Mmm. Yay. I could taste a hint of that Cajun seasoning. I would definitely add more to it next time. So now that when I rewatch my video, I'll see how much I poured in there. And I will do twice as much because hubby and I like a little spice. So this is my take on make your own fish vegetable casserole. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye. All this is totally made up. I didn't follow no recipe or nothing. I just added stuff together of what I had. And here's what supper's like. Except for the timing. The timing part could be a lot better, but I'll put a pop-up of exactly the full time that it took, because I was keeping track of that. And there'll be a pop-up on the video. Okay, great. Take care now. Now we're done. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.